to Bethesda, you took him to where, somewhere in Ohio, you took him a lot of places.
We went to, your brother came and helped me, Columbus. We took him to the hospital, and I don't know why that doctor in Clarksburg wanted him to go to that hospital in Columbus, because it didn't do him any good.
Well,
But
you have to look at it like this, though, Mother, and I agree. Grenade was experimental on him a lot. But they were in the early stages seeing leukemia. Leukemia took you pretty quick. And you might be a benefactor of what some of the research on Grenade did yourself. You've had cancer in your system for a long time. I've got cancer in my system. I definitely do. I know it. It's just not working. It will. Something could kick it off. And it's like my doctor said with my prostate cancer. He says, you may die from cancer, but it's not likely going to be this one because of the treatment. They think they totally got it this. But, you know, for me to think, you know, that's just how it is. So I think the research with Grenad's leukemia has gotten this lymphatic cancer to where they're saving a lot of people today, where it used to, you were almost gone in a matter of months. So that's what maybe the research did on Grenade. He played a part
I
in
know
this.
what you say is true, but I've been on a cancer pill now for what, 4 years, Charlie? And I've taken the pills ever since I had the breast operation 4 years ago.
That's, you know, that's where maybe Dan's coming from. You got to think about where longevity's coming from.
Well, I know, but why didn't it help the bone cancer that I've got here?
Different type of cancer, honey.
And I've got skin cancer besides.
They're advancing with all of
So,
them.
I mean, you're talking 4 different kinds.
Yeah.
And the pill didn't, so what's the pill doing for me? Now I'm taking chemo twice a week. And it still isn't doing it. Something's not doing it.
Well, I had the same cancer as Lewis, and it killed me.
Well, if you want to talk about prostate cancer, I can tell you, I was in a hospital with a stroke when Charles had his, and I never saw anything so bad.
I don't think I ever lived through anything, and we need to get off this subject. But I'm gonna tell you, the worst thing I ever did is sit in that hospital where Dean's working out in Charlotte Hospital, CMC, Charlotte Medical Center complexes. I sat down there in that radiation room where that guy, the final guy that helped set mine to get my burn up my cancer. To sit in that room to wait on treatment is the most mental deteriorating thing you could ever see in your life. Because people helping them, just helping them in there, they can't possibly make it on their own. And to see that, just you sit there and think, man, God, this could be me next month. I don't know if anything put me down like that. I'd come out of there just shaking my head. I don't ever want to darken that door, but you got to go through it to keep going.
That's true. 'Cause
So-
like, not too long ago, we were in the room where there was about 30 some, right?
Yes.
Getting,
That's depressing. Was for me, boy. And I absolutely would break down and cry. I had no control. I had no control whatsoever. I know one time I was coming back home after going over there. I drove by a cemetery and they're out there digging a grave. The tent was out there, you know. And I absolutely could not stop myself because my mind rushed back to Lewis and Grenade. I had no control with that. It just absolutely got me. I broke down. I was crying so hard I had to pull off. And I had no control. And I wondered, it made me think back about Lewis, and it's like you're missing your family. And I kept the day, and he says, I don't understand why Lewis can't face death. He breaks down and cries so bad. And I told Danny, finally, I didn't understand. I said, Lewis wasn't afraid he wasn't afraid to die. He didn't want to give up his family, Danny. That's what was going through my mind. I knew what shook me up so bad was seeing my mind race back to Grenade and everybody. And all at once I began to understand my family, I'm going to have to give all this up. And at the time, I didn't know what I was not going to die from that. And that really was wearing me thin, boy. And you got to go through a few months to realize which direction you're either headed worse or we think you're getting better. That was tough on me. But I'm just telling you, my mind, I couldn't stop myself. And I realized then, Lewis wasn't afraid to die. he was just worried about giving up his family. So I learned about crime when it's not what you think, and you have no control. I had no control. I couldn't understand that. But I do now. So that, and we're talking about how far advancements come with cancer. We're talking about what started this conversation. So what's next on the agenda? That's what a very good agenda.